Hey YouTube, Jim AM here with a video. Gonna do a review on the new Kanger dripbox, the Squonker, 60-watt regulated semi-mechanical device, single 18650. Got a little squonking bottle, got the squonking RDA. This thing's actually pretty cool, and it works really well for a little 60-watt device. I've been using it a lot lately for driving, so I don't have to drip and drive. So if you're into that and you like the video, check one out, pick one up. They're not expensive at all. My local shop sells them for like 50, 55 bucks, something like that. You can get them cheaper online. So if you want to check them out, go online. I'll post a link to a website that has them in stock. And let's get into the video. So let's drop down, take a look at the box, break it all down, then I'll rebuild one of the decks. Boom, that's one of the little decks. You'll see more in the close-up. I'll rebuild that, throw some wick through it, and show you guys how it works. So let's drop down. This, oh, there we go, is the drip box. I got the black version. I've seen it in 3 versions so far: white, red, and black. I just like the black. So there's the box it comes in. Simple starter kit box. All the good stuff on it. You open it up, and you see the mod is placed in there like that. That's what it looks like. You open this up, and you got some extras. That was just some cotton. There was some cotton in this bag that I didn't really use. I kind of just chucked it. There's some pre-made coils. You can kind of see one hanging out of this bag. To rebuild it, if you're not very well versed in building, there's other coil in there and extra screws. And here's your extra squonker bottle, soft plastic bottle. So let's break this thing down and I'll show you. Box out of the way. So this is a dripper. It does have an RDA on it. It's your airflow cap. The O-ring on it is not that great. It holds, it stays in place, but very little pressure. Can take that off. And then same with these 3. Like there's 3 O-rings here. I don't know why it's so easy to pull off, but it's still pretty easy. And that's the idea. That's a little build that I put in it. I've been rocking it for a couple days. And it fires. But it's the RDA. Let's take a little look at this. There's a light up button here. You can see it. It does charge through USB on this side. There's a cutout for your squonker bottle. You push that, like my finger here is going to be pushing it. And the liquid travels up. Whoop, I don't know if you guys see that. Yep, it's coming up. Wetting the cotton. Charge through USB here. There's your bottle. There's your battery door on the bottom with a battery adjustment. You turn this center piece here to get rid of battery rattle, and it unscrews here like this to take your battery out. So quite simple. I will pop a new battery in this for the purpose of the review because that battery is almost dead. This door on the bottom that holds your squonking bottle in there is magnetic, really strong magnets. Kind of snaps right into place. So we'll take the bottle out. You see it has this little silicone rubber thing here that your bottle slips onto. That's what makes it seal when you push it up. So I do have some liquid in here. Some of my favorite local liquid. And wow, I got some all around in there. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but probably not. I can't get a good angle on it. But there's this gold pin on the bottom. and there's 2 holes in there. So when you squeeze the bottle, liquid from the pressure goes into there and up this tube. And then let me unscrew this top deck. So unscrew this top deck. So it comes up, out that gold center pin. There. Out this connection, there's 2 little holes on each side. And then it fills up that little cup, comes up through these outside holes around here. I don't know if you can see those. There's one there. There's a couple different little holes on the outside. I think there's 8. And goes up to your cotton. So let me put this bottle on here, and I'll show you how that works. So the bottle's on, making a seal. See that? See the liquid coming out? Yeah, see? That filled up. And it goes up and gets onto your deck. And wets your cotton. So battery, just like mainly any other single 18650 positive up. I back off my little, that's centerpiece is threaded. That's where your adjustment comes in. So I'll back that off so I have some room. Line this door up. Screw it on. Get it finger tight and then tighten down the rest of the way with this battery adjustment. So now it's on. It's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll blink a few times. Turn off. So now nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back on. Now it will fire, but there's nothing on there. So I have about a quarter of a squonk bottle in there. Now these decks come pre-built, pre-wicked and everything at roughly a 0.2. But this box fires down to a 0.1 at 60 watts. So it will work. You're not going to get massive clouds out of it, but it does its job. So these pre-made decks screw right in to this bottom piece of the deck for the atomizer. You cinch them down tight and it makes connection. So there's this little blue screwdriver. The post holes aren't huge on this. I figured out that the biggest I could fit through here is for a dual coil 2 strands of 24. So I just so happen to have some 24 gauge wire here, some Kanthal. I'm going to wrap up a couple of coils real quick. There you go, there's one. And we'll cut this down. So there's one simple little coil. So there's two little coils. So then if you've ever built an RDA before, one lead in one side, one lead in another. Get that set to where I want it. Alright, and I always take these leads and bend them out when I'm building this, just so I know that that stays in place. Then I'll take my other coil that I just built, or that I just wrapped, and I'll do the same thing on this side. One lead in one side, one lead in another. get it pushed into where I want it, and bend the leads. So that way I know that they're both in the same spot. Yes, they're kind of janky, they're twisted and everything, but we're going to fix that up. So, tighten down one side, tighten down the other. Snip the leads. So, that's what it should look like. And now we can do everything to... Let me put this squonk bottle door back on. Snaps right on. So now we can do everything we need to adjust this. Straighten the coils out. There we go. Turn it, straighten the coils out, pull it away from the post, center it. After I fiddle with them, I always make sure that I come back and tighten them. These connections, make sure it's making a good connection. Alright, so now we can test fire. Oh, we've got a couple spots starting already. I'm going to try to leave these coils spaced out a little bit on here. And this is just a quick build, so I'm not going to make it perfect, but it looks like they're heating evenly. So I'll take some juice. Just to speed it up a little bit, I'll drip just a little bit of juice onto these coils. Just to cool them down so I can wick them. The wick I've been using and I've been loving is this cotton candy puck from the cotton candy collection. It literally comes in like a puck. Japanese organic cotton. So I'll take a little bit. And this stuff's really easy to work with, really easy to roll, really easy to feed in there. So I'll roll it up. Feed it through. There we go. Cut the wick down. Kind of puff it out a little bit. I know it's not perfect. Any of you builders out there will probably call me on it, but this is just for the sake of the video. Pull it through. Snip it down. Cool. Now I found that you don't want to push too much. Get my tweezers. You don't want to push too much down, but you want to get this cotton down in the little interior lip that's here where my tweezers are. I'm gonna get some down in there. That way, as soon as the liquid comes through those holes and up, it'll start to flow into the cotton. And you don't want to pack it in there like this. I'm just lightly pushing it down and into that area, leaving some space underneath the coil. So juice it with a little bit more juice. So this is 24 gauge Kanthal, nothing special, just U'd, small Kanthal roll, 6 wrap, and it seems to be kicking some butt. Seems to be doing really good on here. I don't know exactly what the ohms are. Let's see if I got this old crappy, well, got this old, I won't necessarily say it's crappy, but this will give me a rough estimate. I got this ohm reader here. This thing will fire down to a 0.1, so I'm not really worried about it. But let's just see the rough range of where we're at. So it says we're roughly at a 0.2, which is perfect. 0.2 at 60 watts is going to perform nicely. Yeah, that seems to be working quite good. Now just hit the squonk a few times, make sure that cotton's wet. I don't know if you can see on this side here, if you watch underneath where the tip of my needle, my tweezers are. See that liquid coming up? That's it squonking up. And this cotton is wet. I probably should have used a darker juice so you could see it. I have a clear juice, but it is wet. I will guarantee that. So brand new, fully charged VTC5 in there. This is the barrel to the RDA. Any RDAs that you have with a squonking pin, hollow 510 pin, will work on this, which is nice. I have a velocity. I have the squonking pin came with it. I don't know where the squonking pin went, but when I find it, I'm probably going to put the velocity on this. So, yep, seems to be firing just nice. So we'll come back up and show you guys how it works. Let's see. I really don't think that is bad for 60 watts at all. Like, I have the airflow. See if you can see. About 3/4 of the way open. I'm actually going to close it down a little bit more. There we go, halfway. Airflow is halfway. And for 24 gauge Kanthal, I'm still getting decent flavor off of this. You can see my wife in the background. Hey, babe. But this thing's actually working really cool. Charges through USB. I don't use the USB for charging because I have a whole charging system. I got 2 different chargers on my desk, but I usually just rotate my batteries out. I have a way of doing things. But in a pinch, if I'm out, because I mean the battery doesn't last forever on this. 60 watts, 0.2 drains the battery decently well. I can get a couple hours out of it. And I noticed that this will run and run and run, and then when it's dead, it just dies. There's no warning, there's no blinking on the thing here saying that your battery's low. There's no color change or anything on the light up fire button or anything. It's just when it's dead, it's dead. So having the USB charger, charge it in the car for a little while you're driving or something, and then you can still use it. That's a nice plus. But yeah, I was really surprised with this thing for the price, how it performs, how well it works, the whole pre-built deck sections like this. I mean, I like to mess around, so the first thing I did was rip the stock build in, put a different build in. This was a build I was rocking all last week, so it's time to rebuild that, but just have it as a spare. But simple 6 wrap 24 gauge Kanthal, I mean, you can see it. That's working pretty good. And for at my local shop, $50, you can't really beat that. Have a nice little mod you can carry around, fill up. I think it's a 7 ml little squonker bottle. One subjective con that I have is I wish the bottle was more clear so I could see in it better. It's that black plastic color, so you can't really see in there too great. But other than that, if I hold it up to the light, I can see through it, so I know how much is in there. Works pretty well. So this video is getting a little long. That's about all I got for the kangertech dripbox. Nice starter kit. Convenient for anybody who hasn't had a RDA before and wants to get into the RDAs. Simple, easy two-post design to build, learn your simple builds and everything. And the convenience. Like I said, driving around, not having to drip and drive, I take my finger, push that a few times, and I know that my cotton's wet. And my bottle's almost empty, but when it's full, I know that my cotton's wet. And performance, it doesn't disappoint. Well, that's it. I know I haven't done videos in a while. We got some stuff going on. Me and my wife are expecting another baby, so that's always fun. I'm going to try to do at least a video a week and keep this going. Like, subscribe, comment, email me. My email is mayhemvapes15, MAYHEM vapes15 at gmail.com. Message me with anything that you have comments for, any questions or anything. I'll do my best to help you guys. Please click the subscribe button. I will be doing giveaways as soon as I can get some subscribers up. And that's it. Doesn't matter what you're vaping on, as long as you're vaping. Stay away from cigarettes. Do what you can for advocacy. There's a lot of stuff going on with people trying to ban vaping and the vaping industry as we know it. I'll put a link to CASA.org in the description, and that's it. I'll see you later, YouTube.